Bonjour, welcome here for the third round of Lom1138 Cup here at Baku. Today we are, well, driving at Baku, as I already said, and we have 13 drivers on the grid today. It's way more than last time at Jeddah, where we even had to fill up with some Tier 2 drivers. But now we have lots of drivers back from their holidays. I hope they enjoyed them if they listen right now to the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I have the chat on YouTube open, so if you have anything to say, make sure to say it in chat. And, well, we were looking at the qualifying now. It will be dry, all race, all qualifying. Drivers didn't know it until now, if they listen to it right now. Otherwise, they will find out eventually. Because, if you didn't know, the weather in this league is set by the weather that was at the location in real life 24 hours before our race started. So because at Baku it was pretty much cloudy 24 hours ago, this means we will have some dry, cloudy race and qualifying. Let's just ping a whole fucking 6,000 member Discord. Let's go. And Dominic Nielsen is listening. Okay, hello Dominic. First race I think for him here at Jeddah, not Jeddah, Baku. Here first race for him at Baku for the Lom1138 Cup. I just have to quickly get into my okay. Tim already retired. How can you retire? I have questions. Oh! Okay, that's weird. That's also a way to just... Okay, that's also a way to do a last to first. Well, you need the skills for this, but Tim doesn't have it. As you could see. Let's have a look. We got Lucas Dirksen. First time this season he's racing. I forgot to fix the cameras again. I'm so sorry. And you might have noticed that there is no intro this weekend, which is the reason that the license I have for Adobe, I don't have the access right now. I have to wait for something to happen, which I will not elaborate about. What exactly? And that's why I couldn't make the intro, because I needed the... Oh! Graphic, and Luke Toynison also pinned it into the wall. The only question is where? And Pim complains that the steering wheel didn't turn at all. Dominic Nielsen, I think also his first race here at Lom Cup. He's an esports driver by my knowledge. So we got lots of esports drivers, I think, this year. So Fran Bianchi in P9 currently, Lucas Dirksen and Dominic Nielsen. And Rafael Sprang has beaten them all in the last two races on track, but because I noticed there was a 5-second time penalty left from last season, which had to be applied in his next race, which apparently was Bahrain. He got demoted into P2, and Noah Fuchs just locks up into the first corner, waits for all cars that have to pass to do so. And there we got him, Slime King. One of the drivers that are pretty much active in the league, but don't really chat. The Slime King is the kind of driver who just... Oh, nearly goes into the wall, but takes it very good. What I wanted to say is that Slime King is the kind of driver to drive a race, be somewhere in top 3, and then just post some pictures after and just disappear until the next race comes. And he also does a purple Sector 1, as he is the first one to actually complete Sector 1 on a hot lap. There we go. Over the curb. Live timing does work, and he is... Whoa, he's pushing to the limits. And he's dying, and he's not dying at all. At not a single wall. What time will he set? Into turn 15, one of the most difficult on the track. Jonathan has sent a clip into the Discord server, showing him DNFing, so I will just quickly check then what out on my phone. But let's first have a look. Oh, close to the wall there again, so Slime definitely practiced for this race and definitely knows where the walls are. So what did Luke do? Slime first sets a 146. Oh, and Luke Toynison locked up in... I don't know the turn number. 1, 2, 3, 4. In turn 5. And B2 Express gets not even close. 0.8 behind. And Lucas Dirksen had a not so good lap, as it looks. Dominic Nielsen. So that lap from Slime King was incredible. But let's have a look. What can Front Yankee do? He's not even using his ERS right now. Oh, and he's using the wall too. Wait, check your ERS. Run. What is this? Okay. Weird tactics here. Into the pits here we must go. Jade Moore. Let's have a look. And it is P7. 142.764 for him. Noah Fox and Frank Bianchi haven't set a time yet. Luke Jonathan and Pim Groenewegen have found out what the wall is. Well, Pim Groenewegen has found out what the pit wall is. Perfectly displaying his skill. I think there's nothing more accurate than crashing into the pit wall for Pim Groenewegen to display his own skill. Although he says his steering wheel didn't turn. So I think it turned IRL, but not in the game. So something with the connection. Yeah, Noah Fox chatting about his lockup in turn 1, and Dirksen retired too. These guys are already retiring in qualifying. Where did he do it now? We got 11:20 left, so I doubt he did it to save some time from the animations of people going to the pits. This is weird. In this qualifying session here. Another car pulling into the pit lane. Dominic Nielsen. Oh, nearly hits the wall here. Jaden Moore also on an in-lap. And we can see on the left screen how Noah Fuchs and Fran Bianchi are doing their outlaps. This is Noah Fuchs. And here comes the corner where Luke Toynison. He locked up and went to the wall there. Basically doing the thing that you can still know that at IRL last season at Singapore. When lots of locking from Noah Fuchs here, so interesting brake bias setting that he might have in a setup. He's using a time trial setup by what he sent in the Discord. At least he told us so. And did he do the same thing? Exactly the same thing? Yes, he did! He also did a pin. People are crashing into this pit wall more than... Well, more than what? Should I say now? Yeah, bad joke. I'm sorry. Okay, Noah Fuchs starting his lap. Simultaneously to Fran Bianchi, who is a little bit ahead, so Red Bull of Pawlikowski and Mercedes from Dirksen, Lucas Dirksen, should be watching out for 2 cars come from behind. Well, folks taking turn 1 properly this time. Locking a lot here into turn 2. This doesn't look too good. And Fran Bianchi. Oh, hitting the wall there a bit, so he has some struggles in this game, as it looks like. Blocking a lot. First part of the season here for him is not easy, because we drive on a lot of street tracks at the beginning of the season, as I think to remember. Yeah, next up, Austria, Qatar, UK, Italy, Netherlands, Belgium, Hungary. Yeah, okay. After this race, there are 8 races in a row which are not street tracks, and everything is rebuilt. You can hear tires screeching, and you can see a purple on the track map, so this is a good lap for Fran Bianchi, who in P11, I cannot even see his telemetry. Damn, because my OBS is overlaying it. Okay, what lap time is he setting? He had good sectors, and he's doing it on P5 only. Okay, having a purple sector in only P5 is incredible. And here Pawlikowski also on a lap right now. Currently P9, but he's charging, so he's not on a lap. Have a look. The Dutchman having DRS open. Oh, and Milan Dirksen crashed into the pit lane entry. So, 2 people crashed into the pit lane exit, and now 1 guy crashed into the pit lane entry. Welcome to the Lom Cup, ladies and gentlemen. And Lucas Dirksen. Oh no, folks set a 2-minute time. I think there was at least 1 mistake. Oh, and lots of drifting for our Dutchman. Castle, oh, very close to the wall, using everything he has with his Mercedes, or Dark-Sadies. I'm sorry. Okay, this joke was bad. And what can he do? Champion of last season, and already has given up the hope. Dominic Nielsen puts it on pole for now. 40.4. Oh, lots of oversteer. This will sacrifice his last sector a lot after setting a seemingly purple one. He is 0.2 seconds ahead. Mr. Leopard Radu. 4 people already retired by crashing into pit lane exits and entries. And is only P4, 0.2 improvement. Lost 1/10 in the last sector due to his enormous oversteer. And Slime King is on a bunker. He is 1/10 ahead of his personal best sector, which is a purple one now. What can he do? And boom! Oh, this is close. This is really close. Only 28,000 of a second. This is one of the moments which are the most frustrating to drive in. You know, you only missed like half a meter. Maybe half a meter, yeah. To the pole position. Peter Express. First race here. First name is Anton, this is what I remember. I forgot what his second name was. So let's have a look at it. Adrian George has spun out of turn 15. Not hit the wall, but spun. But he's close to the start finish straight, so he can start another lap basically immediately, but he will pull in the pits, as you can see by these flashing lights in the rear. indicating that he is charging his battery. 55 brake bias is interesting. 55-50. This is what I meant. Ryan Montano was the Constructors Champion together with Lucas Dirksen last season. At Aston Martin, Lucas changed to Mercedes. Oh, 155. Okay, yeah, 55 is not good. But he's screwed and has to drive the full race with this now. Jaden Moore is from Jamaica, which is a country I think I've never seen ever in league racing. And now we have, you see, Jamaican driver for a thing, especially in the European League. And Radu, I'm seeing the message now, his response to my answer to his question, how 4 people already DNF. So actually, Luke Johnson didn't fuck it into any pit exits or entries. Just had a skill issue in turn 5 and locked it up. Dylan Dirksen put it into the pit entry, and Ola and Pim put it into the pit exit. Okay, so now let's have a look. Jaden Moore, he's on an out lap. Meanwhile, Hugh Pawlikowski is on a hot lap. Oh, bit of oversteer, not activating the battery yet. Now he has it. And Hugh Pawlikowski, I will look at his timing sheets. 0.3 improvement in Sector 1 to his personal one, so seems to be a good lap. Noah Fuchs also improving his personal sector by 13 seconds. Meanwhile, Jaden Moore is starting his lap. There's an Aston Martin pulling out of the pit lane. This is Ryo Montano. We got 1 minute 50 left, so Ryo gotta speed up to make it to the line in time. That rhymed. Can only allow himself 10 seconds plus delta. That's not much, and you can see basically all the field being on the track that can be on the track. And we will look at Hubert Pawlikowski for a moment, finishing his lap. 1:38, 39, 40, 41, 42.0, which puts him into P8. So no position improvement, but a time improvement, and only 0.05 seconds behind Ole Feldman. That's pain. That is really pain. And Jaden Moore will be the next one to put a lap on the timing sheets. And Fran Bianchi also on a lap. And oh, Jaden Moore aborted his lap. Made a mistake probably. Will he do another one right after? We'll see. We see base leaving all over the place. But let's have a look at the other Haas at the moment, Fran Bianchi. The esports driver who has some struggles with street tracks on this game, and also the traction. Lots of locking into turn 5, turn 6, purple sector 1. At least the game tells us this information. Yes, it is purple indeed. 0.16 improvement from his personal sector 1. But what? Whoa! Yo! This is those. And Lucas Dirksen didn't make it over the line in time. Cannot improve. His own lap, 0.9 behind Dominic Nielsen. P4 for now. But what can Fran Bianchi cook? Over the line of Sector 2. Purple in the game, green in the live timing. 0.29 ahead. Oh, and Lucas Dirksen says he has missed the line by a millisecond. And yeah, Luke tells him to take the L. But what can Frank Banky cook? It is not provisional pole because of this wall bunk, probably. 0.176 behind. Next one to cross the line will be Noah Fuchs. 26 seconds improvement. Where can he go? 6 seconds behind. Oh, there was another mistake, probably. There must have been another one. Peter Express in P4 goes to P4, stays there for now. Next one to cross the line is Dominic Nielsen. Provisional pole setter. He doesn't even need to improve the lap as of now. But there will be an Alpine coming from behind. Dominic Nielsen has 4 tenths improvement already, and he does it over the line. 39.9, an incredible lap. Oh, misclick, I'm sorry. And Slam King, he cannot put on a pole. Misses by around 5.82 milliseconds, you know what I mean. What are qualifying for now? We have Jaden Moore here, pulling to the pit lane. So this means Dominic Nielsen is a pole setter in his first ever Lom Cup race. Here at Baku. He will be the #1 Street Fighter for now. But what can he do in the race? And I think Dominic Nielsen is listening, so congratulations for this pole position. This won't be an extra point for now, but maybe next season, because there will be a lot of things to change. If you want to join the league, dsc.gg/lomcup will be your friend. Do not enter this on Discord, it is an external site. And there we go. Pole sitter Dominic Nielsen. Here we have the results for today's race. No lap times from Toynes and Pim Groenewegen, who put it into the wall. And otherwise we got Nielsen on pole, Slime King in second, Fran Bianchi in third. Peter Express from, I don't know the country, in fourth in his first race. Ryan Montano back in P5. Lucas Dirksen only a, well, disappointing P6. Olaf Feldman in P7. And Jaden Moore in his first race is on P9. Pavlikowski still cannot find the pace in this game for this tier. You can see all the stuff. Let's have a look at the race. Hello and welcome back to Lom Cup Season 3, Round 3, here at Baku. Well, we got some new drivers today to race here. I could enter them, nearly all of them, but only one is missing, Jaden Moore. He's missing in the database, otherwise I got all of them already entered in the result. Oh, okay. It is Romania. I wasn't sure. I thought Romania had something on it. Like, I think it was an eagle. I remembered being there on the flag. So I wasn't sure if it was actually Romania. Yeah, zero general knowledge. Yeah, okay, shut up. Okay. You're not even driving. I think. Wait. The only reason I am in tier 2 is because I'm commentating tier 1. Otherwise, I would be racing tier 1, I think, by the sheets. I'm not sure. Lol. Wait, you are driving. Okay, never mind. Yeah, and you said you will change your nickname, like, ages ago, and didn't do it yet. Okay, but now let's focus on this race. Actually, Dominic Nielsen here at Baku in pole position. Slant King missed out by 5/10 actually. Because he probably screwed his lap a little bit. And Fran Bianchi couldn't improve further than P3. Vito Express failed his lap and failed to do a proper formation lap by bonking 10:15. So he knows now how to not take the corner. Which is actually some kind of advantage. And as you cannot take damage on the formation lap, I think, this shouldn't be a big problem actually. To just test, okay, how far can it go on the formation lap? Some lag. Yeah, as you can see, the time of some pits here should be 22 seconds. If I'm wrong, oopsie. And you can see the possible race strategies. What is Vito cooking? Okay, this is off. This is really weird. Will he be disqualified? Yes, he was. Was to expect. We got one soft runner, but we will have 5 lights. And away we go now. And Slime King gets a very good start here. He's already side by side with Dominic Nielsen. Oh, and Peter Express. Slime King gets his front wing destroyed there. Peter Express. Oh, what is he doing? No, it was Fran Bianchi. Lots of chaos there. No red flag for now. But we got a safety car, virtual safety car. Not a red flag. Peter Express is the only one to be out, and I think Fran Bianchi was the one to cause the crash there. Revving to the right. Into Slime King, and he then, well, put Peter Express into the wall, who had a great qualifying. Whoa. Okay, so let's wait for the PSC to end. Meanwhile, Dominic Nielsen still in P1, and suddenly Lucas Turkson somehow made it up into P2. Well, 4 positions gained. Also, Olaf Feldman into P3. So lots of profits here from this, and Dominic Nielsen is the only one to don't have a position change, but I think this is only good for him. And put it onto the brakes there, so looks like he was over the delta. Oh, is it ending? Oh, driver penalty for Olaf Feldman. He was over the delta when the VSC ended. Not good. And Lucas Turkson now charging for the Alfa Romeo. Meanwhile, we can take a look back of the Aston Martin. Ryan Montano getting attacked by... Oh, he's having to repair some damage. Also, Olaf Feldman now doing his drive-through penalty. Meanwhile, Milan Darkson is close to the Red Bull of Theo Pawlikowski, having a look there into turn 2. Oh, and Pawlikowski is giving him the position. Oh, and we can see some battling there in the back. Noah Fuchs. And also this Aston Martin here. Luke Charnison against Noah Fuchs. Yeah. Fran Bianchi retired. Right. In turn 1. He's still driving. He is driving. This is retire on track. So, definitely a penalty. And you can see already Dominic Nielsen and Dirksen pulling away from the field. Ah. Yankee pulled into the pits to repair his front wing damage, and it didn't do. Yeah, well, Brandon's now complaining about the driving standard, but he was the one to pull into the... to cause the crash. So, I don't understand why he is complaining now. Yeah, from Yankee doing the Brexit tackle. And here's the Luke Jonathan. Can he do it up into the podium positions? Or is Millen doing 0-0 wings here? Hope he's not. Just slotting in behind. Not risking anything here. Pim Grunewagen pulling into the pit lane. Probably also to repair some damage. That for him, he cannot repair talent damage. We got names for nearly everyone because I gave them a nickname on Steam, and except for Dominic Nielsen, you can see, and yourself, everyone's playing on Steam, so the real name is displayed. Oh, and we got a spin, I think, from Pawlikowski. And no Fox put into the wall. Virtual safety car again. We're on lap 3 and have the second one. I think the chat is the most active it has been since 8 months. Okay, so we got a virtual safety car. Noah Fuchs in P8 with front wing damage. Meanwhile, his teammate is in P1 without front wing damage. And a massive gap to Lucas Dirksen. So now, let's have a look at the position change again. 9 positions gained for Luke Toyneston. 7 positions lost for Slan King. From the start on, by the way. Also, Millen Dirksen, 6 positions gained. He was on P3. But got overtaken by the Aston driver. Ole Feldman into the pits. Let's have a look at the stops. Brooks and Feldman now pulling to the pits. Meanwhile, Montano has done 2 pit stops in 4 laps. Virtual safety car ended. Which also puts Jaden Moore into position contention of Millen Dirksen. Or will he? Tim Grunewagen overtook Noah Fuchs due to the pit stop. And we see the house of Jaden Moore now following Millen Dirksen. Heading to the castle section, we see Luke Trinisan in front there, heading through it. No one is stupid for now. And now onto the... I don't think it's Thera Straight. Although I'm not quite sure. No, it's not. Not. Yeah, I could look on the track map actually. Bonk. Oh, the curb. Very careful and losing time to Millen Dirksen. Definitely. So I think this won't be a battle at all in this race. Meanwhile, Dominic Nielsen is basically just driving away from the field like it's nothing. Yeah, but Jaden Moore is gaining. His rear wing is not open. Wasn't close enough on the measurement point, so I think the strategy for Moore to be is now try and stay close. Red flags are set to standard. The Haas was from Bianchi. Oh, and Kevin Granovic into the pits. Dylan Dirksen cannot quite make the gap to the Haas driver. And Peter Express complaining in the chat, YouTube chat, about not being able to even do 2 corners in his debut on the race. But did you know, Vito? Many world champions in real life Formula 1 DNF'd on their debut. For example, Schumacher did. Belgium 1992, I think. His engine blew. And now Millen Dirksen, he's pulling away in the last sector, which is bad for Jaden Moore. Because if he wants to catch up, he has to do it on the straight here. And without DRS, it doesn't work. Well, it does work. He gained 3/10 now on the straight, but you could gain more with DRS opened. So here he has DRS pretty much safe as of now. But it's simply not enough to keep the gap close enough on the whole lap. But now he's catching quite a lot. 0.3 seconds now into turn 4. Millen Dirksen nearly taking himself out. It was turn 3 actually. This is turn 4, I'm sorry. And 0.6, it stays like this. So Millen Dirksen is pretty much under fire now. At the end of lap 6. Oh. This looks very close. Peter Express now left the lobby. Decides to watch the way better stream. Just kidding. And meanwhile, Owning Nielsen is driving out quite a comfortable gap. I think if he goes into the pit lane now, he will be coming out behind Jaden Moore. And between Stuart Pawlikowski. Or maybe behind Pawlikowski. Could be both. We could actually just check. Yeah. In front of Pawlikowski, behind Moore. So we can see being fast is also helping your strategy. And look again. Millen Dirksen gaining half a second or more, like a second, just in this last sector. So by now, Jaden Moore should have learned, okay, I have to go risky if I want to make this overtake at some point. Otherwise I'm screwed. And now he's pretty much screwed because he's not even in the DRS anymore. Of Millen Dirksen has to gain it back into lap 8. Hubert Pawlikowski pulls into the pit lane. From the hard tires he goes onto the medium tires and changes the front wing. So there seemed to have been damage. And this is Mario Montano overtaking here Pawlikowski. It's pretty close there. 1.3 seconds, so we have the opportunity for another battle here. So if Pawlikowski actually manages to stay close in Sector 3, different to Jaden Moore, Dirksen, then we have a battle coming. Considering that Hubert is now on the fresher tires, this might not be so unrealistic. And Jaden Moore is now losing lots of time. Let's have a look at his turn 15. Being very careful, not even close to the wall at all. 2.9 seconds, so maybe the tires are dying now. %. Could do so. Oh, lag. Okay, let me just change one thing. Okay. Ah, shit. Fucked up. Yikes. Okay, I should be able to read the chat anyways. Okay, so Pavlikovsky now catched up pretty much to Rayo Montano. He might be able to get this DRS if he is close enough by the check. Yes, he is. Probably. Here is it. He has it. Or does he? Yes, he does. We can hear the beep and the front wing. We can see it opening. Oh, but not much of a gain there. For now. Let's have a look. Into turn 2. Here's another DRS straight. From 0.8 seconds, we go down to 0.5. Oh, and we go into the spin. No damage for you, Pavlikovsky. Too greedy for the gain of time here. Oh, and now he might actually lose some strategy to him. Rayo Montano, and behind comes Noah Fuchs. But let's have a look at this. 0.7 gap for Luke Jonason to Lucas Starkson from Dark Sadies. Milan is already behind the Aston Martin driver by a big margin now. Jonason spent all the time until 8 minutes before we started the race, the qualifying, in the time trials, and practiced a lot for this race probably. So let's have a look. What can he do against the Dutchman who was champion in this league last year? Will we see a battle? Will we see smart stuff from those drivers? Oh, and Pavlikovsky spun, and Noah Fuchs seemingly got close to the wall there too, when he had to step into the brakes. I wonder if Pavlikovsky get damaged now. No, he didn't. Did Noah Fuchs get damaged? Doesn't look like. Or, no, there's an end plate missing. There's an end plate missing, so Fuchs touched the wall, is pulling to the pit lane now too. This was close. Closer than I was to my crush ever. No, just kidding. And Jonason, yeah, Commentators is saying there's time for red flag, so it would be interesting to see it happen. And on a track like Baku, it's not too rare to happen. Someone just decides to be stupid. We could have one. Ole Feldman, will he be? Nope. No, Fuchs gets 5 seconds for crossing in the pit lane exit white line. And there we go. Luke Jonason taking the outside against Lucas Starkson, who has no chance at all against Luke Jonason, but he has one chance. It's called DRS into turn 3. Will he take it? There it is. DRS open. And he's going past again. Both Luke and Lucas are pretty much smart enough to not battle and instead try to stay close to Dominic Nielsen as much as possible. Pavlikovsky causing a virtual safety car, number 3 in this race. I pressed the pause button on my controller. Oops. We're counting on Pim for a red flag. Well, I got an opportunity now. But I don't see it happening. So Ryan Montano pulls into the pit lane. This might even save him some time to Pavlikovsky. Oh, can he get out of the pit lane before Pavlikovsky does? Yes. By a big margin. It is ended again, and Pavlikovsky retired. Ow. How did he retire? Oh, I think in the pit... Not pit lane entry. Definitely not. I think he... Huh? I'm confused. He spun it on the safety car at Spa last season, yeah. Why can't he do it again? Maybe. There he is, Pim Groningen. We see books now, but let's have a look at this battle. Going down the back straight again. There was the wing closing. And both Dutch drivers actually catch Dominic Nielsen a bit, and don't Lucas Turkson there. Just showing off how you can drift. And here Kowalski having a difficult start into the season. Option A, lots of practice. Option B, admitting your shit. And another partial safety car, number 4, the next row. Put it into the wall. It wasn't Dominic Nielsen, it was his teammate. I already thought. Guys cannot even do one full lap without a safety car. He didn't even DNF, he just spun and left some debris. Nielsen being very kind here, letting his teammate unlap himself. This is pure teamwork. I want to know if people are actually... I think it's ending because he's accelerating. No one is using a team voice channel. Maybe they're in a private call. Luke Jonathan have... Oh, losing out time. And Dominic Nielsen is pulling to the pit lane right behind his teammate. This might be a significant issue on the strategy. Noah Fuchs retires in the pit lane. Dirksen and Toynesen. There they come. The car of Fuchs has to do his pit stop yet. And Toynesen's pulling out. And is going into P1 due to Noah Fuchs retiring in the pit lane. At the same time that Dominic Nielsen, his teammate in the lead, wanted to... Oh my god. Oh my god. Nielsen's now down into P3. Because his teammate decided to retire. Exactly at the same lap he wanted to go on the pit lane. The full safety car is out now. I think I missed it. So... yeah. Fuchs spinned it. And then retired in the pit lane. This retiring in the pit lane cost his teammate the lead because Noah Fuchs had to be had to do his pit stop, and it was a double stack for Alfa Romeo, and Dominic Nielsen lost so much time in the pit lane that both Toynesen and Dirksen overtook him, and Dirksen is somehow back in the lead after starting in P7, I think, or P6? P6. And Luke Toynesen also 10 positions gained in this race. He started P12 and is now in P2. Did he do a stop yet? That's the question. Yes, he did. Yeah, Nielsen probably fuming on the Discord server. Fuchs is already typing. He stopped typing. Probably thinking how to formulate it without getting put out by the teammate in the next race. I can see some Mercedes Rosberg Hamilton shit starting here. There's no chaos in E1 paddock right now. So, Radu, if you want to read something funny, just scroll up a bit in Tier 2 paddock. You'll see some funny conversations about body preferences, body height, naming of hard drives and USB drives, bottleneck of graphic cards with processors, all that weird shit. Or the status, you're single or married or with a girlfriend. Tier 2 paddock better, to be honest. Yes, definitely. It's better not only because, oh yeah, and Lucas is 172 gigabytes of half-naked girls on TikTok. Yeah, the secret folder. Ifika is not coming in at the end of the slap. Waiting for Kilish Groenewegen to catch the queue, actually. There are more things I missed from Tier 2 paddock conversation 2 days ago. Oh, and Dominic Nielsen is practicing overtaking. Right, not under safety car, my friend. My Wi-Fi is really slow when I'm streaming. I wonder why. And I just got a message. I should mute my phone. Oh yeah, people just think I found it. Nope, I didn't. I think I didn't. Oh yeah, and what my name stands for. You also added. Oh yeah, damn, was Pim driving with speed now that his wheel stopped. I think it does. Oh yeah, me getting P1 in a art race, time trials, sorry. Oh yeah, me trying to, or maybe even successfully cooking Brocklehurst, but who can cook here? Now with a safety car restart. Because the safety car, as you can see on the track map, is now starting to pull in. So who can do the best restart? Lucas Dirksen is dictating the way. And when will he be going? He is going now. Not. Yes, now he is going. And he's doing an incredible start. Different to Luke Jonas and who DNF'd by accelerating too much. There's chaos in the back. Millen Dirksen suddenly in P2. Jaden Moore in P3. The Slime King is now heading for this position. Not close enough to actually do an overtake. Different to Ole Feldman, who's now past Ryan Montano, I think, are defended. Jaden Moore is now behind Slime King because he oversteered out of turn 1. skill issue, I think. Tim Groenewegen is now in P7 because Dominic Nielsen has pulled into the pit lane. I didn't quite know how he was caused to go into the pit lane, but Dominic Nielsen, with 11 laps to go now, is only in P8 and 20 seconds behind the field. It will be a hard one to get some points back. The win was definitely lost for him now. And look, Toynes didn't bend it. Okay. I've got a little bit of grief now. Beautiful camera here. BAKU is beautiful in general. And here is the Ole Veldman, the iRacing driver, behind Jaden Moore, the newcomer, who is in P4. It's a pretty good race for now, but this P4 won't last long. There's an AlphaTauri right in his back, and a Aston Martin who could get past a little bit, maybe. More close to the wall, as you can see. And there he goes. Oh, the Veldman already passed before the DRS actually comes. But there is no DRS for now. iPaying, yeah, I'm sorry. And Jaden Moore, can he get a shot back? Nope, he just tries to confuse Ole Veldman there into braking too late. Ryan Montano also now catched up to Jaden Moore. Just shows how quick your race can change. And if you're watching, you can report. So we got a Dark Sadies 1-2, a Dutch 1-2. The Darkson brothers close to pulling in a podium position once again, and as you can see, Dominic Nielsen is catching up to Tim Groenewegen really quick. Meanwhile, Jaden Moore spins out of the car still. No safety car for now. It's been... You gotta not wait for a tire. Dominic Nielsen just driving through. Oh, this was brave. Brave by him. And Milan Darkson already losing 2.4 seconds to his brother. Having an Alpine charging the battery. And now we got DRS enabled. DRS enabled. With 9 laps to go. Who can be the one to get this win secured? Will it be Lucas Darkson, as it looks like right now? Will it be Milan Darkson? Which is not a thing I'd expect. There you go. And Dominic Nielsen shows that he is still faster than everyone, while being in last place drive. And Jaden Moore pulling the pit lane. Climb King, 0.9 now behind Milan Darkson, so in the contention for DRS, but there will be no DRS in the next sector. Only in sector 3 again. And there's lots of oversteer from both drivers, so this is great for Lucas Darkson, who's about to pull away incredibly. And get closer to Rafael Sprang in the championship. I'm not quite sure where he is right now. Rafael Sprang currently has 44 points, and if Lucas Darkson can get the fastest lap again, then he's definitely in contention for P2 in the championship. And now we got Slime King and voice cracks getting past Milan Dirksen, so the Dirksen 1-2 is no more. Only a Dirksen double podium. And Milan Dirksen, he has the DRS. Will he try it into turn 3? Nope. Just trying to stroll a bit with Slime King, but now he's side by side. He was side by side, I'm sorry. No more. But he's definitely faster out of those corners. Driving alternative lines to Slime King, which is obviously to get the opportunity of a switchback if possible. Slime King going defensive into turn 6. Now in the castle you cannot go defensive at all. If you go defensive you're in the wall. And behind is Olaf Feldman catching. Or he's profiting from this battle and is now contention for the podium place. So can the German actually even destroy a Dirksadis double podium? It looks like. Oh, and Slime King goes wide. Nearly gets put out by Slime King. Olaf Feldman being passed. Very smart. Here to lift off. Now use the RS to catch and get time again. Milan Dirksen without DRS now, so this might have been actually a tactical ride. Because now, Slime King, he has now overtaken Milan Dirksen, not quite Olaf Feldman, and Milan Dirksen is doing a great thing to defend his position here. Nearly put Slime King into the wall, but is now back into P3. Olaf Feldman in P2. Already 1 second ahead. Milan Dirksen still has the DRS, but there's not a big time gain, and Slime King had been looking for this. Tried to fool Milan Dirksen into going wide there into turn 3. And Olaf Feldman, his only goal now will be pull away before they can pull back on into the DRS, and he does it great right now. Slime King, will he be smart enough to just stay behind Milan Dirksen and get that opportunity for P2 actually? Or will he just attack? By now it would be actually smarter to attack on the main straight to get that faster pass and maybe the opportunity to catch up back. Now we're going down. The fastest straight in F1 is being driven now by Slime King, right behind Milan Dirksen. DRS is opened, so there's less drag and more speed for the Alpine driver. Going to the outside and past the Mercedes of Milan Dirksen. Now the job is catch to Olaf Feldman. Milan Dirksen is looking for this position. There's the brother of Lucas Dirksen, smart enough to just stay behind or don't make a big battle out of it in order to catch up to Milan Dirksen. Nope, they're losing even more time. Olaf Feldman pulling away from both drivers more and more and more and more. 1.8 seconds now. And 1.9 seconds now. .1, 1.2 from the Dirksen, so he is losing on Slime King. Slime King is losing on... No, he's not losing on Olaf Feldman. We got 6 laps to go. And 0.6 seconds that Slime King has to gain until the final lap. in order that we have a chance at this P2. And it will be close at the end, I'm sure. Unless Slime King spits. Then it will not be sure. Not be close. I'm sure. Beautiful helicopter shot here. Will Darkson. And Lepidorado is predicting the race to finish as it is right now. Question is, will it? And he's saying, yeah, okay, unless someone bottles it. Well, we still got Pim Gronovig on the grid, so it's not. Well, the probability is not low with Pim Gronovig still driving that we might get a safety car or even red flag. Here from the grandstands. Reporting. And Slime King now loses to Olaf Feldman, so this doesn't get close anymore. Last lap he was 0.3 seconds slower than the AlphaTauri driver. And the best consistency right now on the track belongs to Jaden Moore, who actually improved his own personal best time only by a small margin. Also, oh, Lucas Darkson must have made a mistake on his last lap. 2 seconds slower than Ole Feldman, who gained by this. And looks like the final few laps won't have much action in them. Some tires will be dying now. Let's have a look at those. 13 laps on Ryu's 13 lap old hearts. This sentence didn't make any sense. Oh my god. 4 laps only for Jane Moore on his mediums, that's why he is gaining actually, but not enough for catching Pim Groenewegen, unless Pim Groenewegen does Pim Groenewegen things. I don't know how often I just said Pim Groenewegen in one sentence. Definitely too often. No penalties in this race. It's a rare thing in Lom Cup. We have not a single penalty. Well, I think Noah Fuchs had one for crossing the pit lane exit. Pit line. Not binning it. And Dylan Darkson only had one stop yet. Those tires will be old. And also Darkson only had one stop. You can see who shared the strategy with who. And everyone else did 2 or more. Olaf Feldman is on a great way right now. And position change. Darkson 6 positions gained. Ryu stays there where he started. And also Lucas Darkson. Jane Moore retired. He pinned it. It wasn't Pim Groenewegen, it was Jaden Moore. To pin it into the corner before the castle. No safety car or anything. Car just despawned. So, Radu, I think there won't be much happening. Oh, and we can see Dominic Nielsen is close back to Ryo Montano. And is passed into P5. So, Nielsen, if he is pushing it to the absolute limit for the final laps, might actually have a small chance at P4 against Milan Darkson, who was in P2 10 laps ago. I'll just remind you of that. Yep, no safety car. Well, at one time we wanted... Didn't pin it hard enough. Oh, yeah. Bim, if you hear me, you gotta just go full speed into castle. No braking, trust me. That's a new strat. You have enough downforce on your car for this. It's just you discovered in esports that you can do it. I said. Worked. And tickets aren't working again. So report tickets are not working. I gotta fix this in 2.5 laps. Well, not much happening in this race, so let's recap what happened to each one who DNF'd. B2 Express and Fran Bianchi were affected by a crash at the start on lap 1 in turn 2. By what I've seen, Fran Bianchi just pulled into, crashed into Slime King, who then bonked away Peter Express. Slime King is now back in P3. Ivo Pavlikowski was also affected. Yeah, and you know, I've seen it. I will fix it. Lord, I've pressed this button again on accident. Dominic Nielsen, as I predicted, has catched up to Milan Darkson. Will it be here? And yes, it will. Going into turn 15, it will be close. Full speed pass from Dominic Nielsen. But he will have a Mercedes driver with DRS behind him. Although I doubt that this will be even close. Nielsen is even out of DRS in just 2 turns. Darkson doesn't even have a chance to pull back in with the DRS. And as you can see a little bit at the bottom of the wheel of Dominic Nielsen, you can see him there. DRS is pretty much empty. Milan Darkson is pulling to the pit lane. Probably for the fastest lap. Oh, I think everything there. So Milan Darkson has left the pit lane again. There we see him. So soft tires on the car. Trying to get that 1 extra point for Mercedes in. Both of them didn't drive once in the season. Although I'm a little confused why you would pull into the pit lane to get the fastest lap when you will lose more points, actually. Wait. Let me just check that. So, he was in P5. He would have gotten 10 points. He is now in P6. Would get 8 points. With the fastest lap, he gets 9 points. So he actually just lost a point by doing it. So I wouldn't expect Ryo Montano to pull into the pit lane again. Because it doesn't even make sense anymore. Tires are old. Wait, telemetry is public, so 59% on this tire. Tim Granoving 66%. So you can see 2 laps difference. And still 7% difference in the tire degradation. Milan didn't bin it. Milan pulled in the pit lane to get the fastest lap. Although it doesn't even make sense. Because he lost himself a point now. And the only one to gain or lose a point now is Dominic Nielsen. But Milan loses a point overall by trying to get this fastest lap. So my mom came in. That's why I didn't talk. I'm sorry. Yeah, 0 IQ strat. Maybe the only purpose is just to steal the fastest lap from Dominic Nielsen. This could be the reason. And Dominic Nielsen being one of the fastest drivers on the grid, it could, on the long term, in the championship, maybe decide it. And Lucas Dirksen won the race here. I completely missed this. I'm sorry. Slanking over the line. Dominic Nielsen has the fastest lap right now. But he could lose it. Because there's a Wild Dutchman on a good lap coming from behind. There he is. Milan Dirksen. What can he do? ERS is close to empty. Using everything of it, and not a fastest lap. Not a fastest lap. So, wasted 2 points. Wasted 2 points there. You can see 143.0 and Milan Dirksen just drove up 143.6. We only have to wait for Williams to cross the line. And then we see that this guy, called Lucas Dirksen, is today's winner here at Baku. Congratulations to Lucas Dirksen. 2 races, not even there. First race back, and instantly a win. With some luck, Pim Groenewegen, driver of the day by the game. Thank you, Dominic Nielsen, for a good commentary message. Yeah. And we will have a look. There is, with the Dutch flag, I didn't even know this emote existed. He's back, Lucas Dirksen, the champion of last season. Will he be champion in this season? He has some points to catch to Rafael Sprang. But Rafael Sprang gave him lots of opportunities today. 25 points for Lucas Dirksen, equaling Filip Zobolewski, who won technically in Bahrain. No, technically he didn't win, but he won due to the... yeah. And Lucas Dirksen. Ole Feldman also gained P2. 18 points for him. Here we have all the incidents today. Not much. You can see we got warnings. Oh, Fox was close to getting a penalty. Then he DNF'd. Jonathan DNF'd. And Lucas Dirksen completely free of penalties today. Thank you for watching today. It was good for me to have you here. Bye bye.